Hello, welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. It's Jeff here, and today we're going to put together the Dark Trooper helmet set. The last live stream we put together the Mandalorian. This one has about 100 more pieces than the Mandalorian does. And this is set number 75343. And to be exact, it says 693 pieces, so about 150 more. Alright, let's go ahead and open this box and let's get cracking away at this. And looks like Pink says I'll be back in half an hour. Alright, well, we'll see you back here in half an hour. And hey Greg, how you doing? And Greg, I got a dumb question for you, but it's a question. How do you know if there's a bear at your house? His bicycle's parked in the front yard. How's your day been today, Greg? Overall, I've had a good day. Did a little bit more packing. Not a whole lot of that left, but there is some. So getting as much of that as I can done. We're within a month of the move, so getting exciting. I also started putting together a list of things that I need to work on the other house. I'm starting to get a priority list of how I'm going to get them done. And I'm mainly doing that because I'm going to be so far out from everything that I definitely have to plan ahead. And I'm going to deep clean my AT-AT sometime this week. Good. Alright. Got a little bit of dust on it. That is one thing I'm going to miss, because this basement here, because there's no one living down here, it doesn't get dusty that often. So I'm actually going to have to dust more often when I go to the other place. But you do bring up a good point. Legos do need to be dusted. Now, how do you do your dusting? I like to use either canned air or a makeup brush. My two favorite ways to get it done. So we're building looks like the bottom part of this helmet here. And then speaking of Dark Troopers, I've been putting together some of those today because I bought a bunch of them, the battle packs, and I'm selling them, or individually. So I spent some time putting those together. And hello, Mrs. Chip, how you doing? Did go to the store today and got my oil changed on my truck, mainly because I had a coupon for it, not because I like people working on my truck. But it's hard to justify doing it when the cost is so little with a coupon. So yeah, and by the way, I get my coupons from Groupon. You guys ever heard of that outfit? It's a pretty cool little deal. You get some discounts on some common stuff that you would normally do anyway. Take apart in sections and put in scalding hot water. Make sure to take out any rubber elements. All right, never heard of that one. I hope you don't damage any pieces. A friend of mine this last winter, she opened up a brand new Lego set and stuck it next to a space heater, and well, I think you know how that went. She had to end up going on Bricklink and buying some pieces to replace those pieces which melted. You know why the toilet paper roll started complaining? Because it says everyone's keeps ripping them off. Yes, I did print off a bunch of jokes. Jenny says, pretty good day cleaning up my room and laundry. Nothing wrong with a good little bit of laundry. Nothing wrong with a good nap either. That's right. That's what I did right before I got here. Is I laid down for about an hour's nap. With everything I've got going on, I'm a little tired. Moving will drain you, man. Moving will. I think I'd like to get a hold of my granddaughter tonight and just talk to her for a minute. She's cute, and it's always fun to see the world from her perspective. She's a whole entire 3 years old, so as you know, her viewpoints are spot on. You know, that's what makes it funny. You know, kids say the darndest things. I can't remember which one of my kids said this, but growing up, one of my kids asked me for a Band-Aid when they were like 4, and I said, sure, but what do you need it for? And they said, because their tummy hurt. That's the kind of stuff I like hearing from kids. I think it's cute and it's funny. And it looks like Lego's going to continue to come out with just new sets. Just like they did last year. Just craziness, because I'm looking at it, and I mean, I want the DeLorean that's coming out on Friday. I'm probably gonna have to pick it up in Denver because I'm not gonna be able to pick it up here. Shall be interesting. And yes, I am going to that show on this weekend. I just want to make sure I got this right. And hello, Pink B. Greg says he's got $500 coming back in taxes. Awesome. What you gonna do, Greg? Something Lego related, or are you gonna do something different? Let's see. Pink says hello, and Mrs. Chip says yes, they do, and it's mostly true in their own words. Yeah, and that's why I find talking to my granddaughter so much fun, is the fact that they just come up with just the darndest little things, you know, and it's hard not to smile and just enjoy what they have to say, even though it's not 100% right. She turns 4 this year. I can't believe it. It just seems like she was born yesterday. It wasn't too many yesterdays ago, but enough yesterdays. And Greg says, I got no idea yet. All right, well. Okay, so, okay. I almost messed this up. I'm glad I looked at this a little more closely. And if you would, guys, hit the like button. Give this like button a little bit of love. And like I said, I'm trying to ease back into building or doing these videos. It's been kind of a rough time, mainly because, you know, the move, but then before that I was sick. So yeah, I've been kind of out of making videos for a while, and I apologize. Yeah, there was a guy who was walking in the park and he got hit with a can of 7-Up, but he was okay because it's just a soft drink. All right, I'm sorry if you don't find that funny, but I do. Yeah, and I might be on a different live stream later. Depends if my friends are having one today or not. I think they are. They usually do on a Wednesday. And yeah, I am looking forward to this move altogether. And, oh boy, don't tell me. Oh, there it is. Okay. because the amount of space that I'm going to have. Hey, Click and Cliff, how you doing? You guys doing your live stream later? I think I was just talking about you without knowing it. And if you are Click and Cliff, I think I'm going to join you guys tonight. I actually have a few minutes that I can. Yep, I should be able to. And I promise I'll keep it rated, well, anywhere from A to Z. I'm not sure what rating I'll keep it at, but. It looks like I made a mistake here, because I've got a piece left over and I don't know where it goes. Let me go back a couple pages and see what I did here. Yes, sir, PG. Okay, well, I'll do my best to keep it there. And I see what I did wrong. Shoot. Alright, well, a little bit of disassembly here. Is it on your channel tonight, or is it on Yeti's channel tonight? Because I'm not going to be doing much in the way of anything for right now, I'm not going to get the Streamlabs. I will get it though after I move, so that I could have guests on here. Okay, now I can't figure out how I. Oh, that's how it works. You know, an Eskimo brought a friend home to show him his new place, and when he got there, he couldn't find it, and he realized he left the iron on. Okay. Hey John, how's it going? And Bricklink Cow, how you doing? Just stopping in to show some love. I appreciate that. Hope the stream goes well. Thank you again. Hit the like button, please. I appreciate that. And let me go ahead and flip to the next page here. I fixed my little error, and John says, or Cliff says his channel. So yeah, I'll be on. Well, maybe not as a guest. Maybe I'll be there just as a spectator telling dumb jokes, but I'll be on there. It usually starts right after mine, so I'm only going to be going here for about an hour. Let's see what we got here. And John says, howdy y'all, sorry I'm late. Oh, no problem, John. Just appreciate you being here, to be honest. Alright, we're doing the Dark Trooper helmet tonight. I don't know. I think these jokes that I printed off, I think some of them are so dumb I can't even tell them. I apologize for that. I didn't have a chance to review them. I just went ahead and fired them off on the printer thinking they were good, but no, they stink. But let me go back to what I was saying here. I look forward to the move because the amount of space I'm going to have for the city. And I've got a lot of great ideas that on my original city I just didn't have the room to get to, but I will have the room in this one. I've got a lot of work to do to that room, mainly, I've got to add a bunch of lights to it because it's just basically a shop right now, and so there's not a heck of a whole lot of light in there. There's a few fluorescent bulbs, but not a whole lot. So that is one of the first things I'm going to do, is take care of that. Oh shoot. This thing fell apart. So I got to add some lights to the place. I got to replace, there's like these shelves, but there's no insulation. And so I've got to tear out the shelves temporarily and put insulation behind there, and then gingerly put the shelves back up. Because I want the place to be heated and air conditioned. And it'll cost an arm and a leg if I don't insulate, so that's another thing I gotta do. And you're gonna see Enzo, I don't know, I just saw Enzo on Sunday. I don't have him currently, but you'll probably see him shortly after the move. Alright, so we are done with bag number 1. Let me show you what we've done so far. We've gotten the very front of the helmet done, and a little bit of the groundwork. Oh yeah, the whole entire thing is going to be a studio. All 2,400 square foot of it. And there are a few support beams on the end, but there's not a whole lot in the way to get in the way. So, with underneath it's like a double A-frame roof, and on the ends I'm going to have my shelving and stuff. And there are a few windows, not many. I know it's kind of hard to picture it as I'm sitting here trying to explain it, but it's actually really good. I think once I'm done with it, I'm going to be really happy with that space. I also got to figure out how to get the internet out there to that, because a router's not going to work. The last bag gets complicated. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Greg. I do appreciate that. You've always got good advice on that. Greg saved my bacon a few times during these live streams. Someone gave me the suggestion of having the internet company run a wire underground and then treating it as if it's a house because it's so big, having its own separate router and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about that. I'm gonna have to read up on that and see what I gotta do, but I gotta get internet out there, gotta get lights in there, gotta get insulation in there. There's quite a bit that needs to be done. The good news is my son Spencer is coming out to help me move. Take all the help I can get. Real estate agent has let me borrow his trailer, so I've got to rent a U-Haul. I've got a couple neighbors around here that have always been helpful, and I've been talking to a couple of them here and there and see if I can round them up to help me with the move. And John says P posted a 30-second clip of Rue on Instagram. She got over 300 likes. That's awesome, dude. Now, do you get paid for videos on Instagram? And I heard you do, but I honestly don't know. So are you making anything off those videos, John? And not that you have to be. I'm just asking if you are. Oh, of course I tried saving that. Didn't work. Could you keep me posted on how you're going to deal with that? The internet? Yeah, I sure will, dude. Stickers. That's right, Greg. You sent me a picture of this. You already have this. All right. And then we go. We added this piece here, and of course, I think I did it wrong. I did. Let's pop these things off and take care of that. And then I've got some things to do with the house that have nothing to do with the shop. And John says, chuckle, nope, no money. Okay, I just started using Instagram a few months ago. And Greg says, yep, he's got this one. The house is 13, 14 years old, and the original people who've owned it have never had the septic tank pumped. Now, I know it's a very dirty subject, but it's a necessary subject that needs to be done. So, I'm of course not going to do that myself. I don't even know how to do it, but I got some money set aside, so as soon as I move in, I can pay a company to come in and pump that out. That's the last problem I want to have. And then the roof, I got to add a little heat strip because ice likes to form, and then it gets underneath the shingles, and then when it melts, it leaks into the house. So I've definitely got my work cut out for me in this house. And plus, I got to fix a couple of downspouts that have disconnected themselves from the pipe so that water runs right against the foundation, which comes in the house a little bit. So yes, I did buy a bit of a project house. But I also look forward to it because it gives me something to do. And it seems like everything's progressing nicely over here with this home. I haven't heard anything back. But I have had a couple more houses hit the market in my neighborhood and surrounding area, and the price per square footage is more than what I sold mine for. So again, I think the appraisal will come back just fine. All right, so you fasted for the blood test. Yeah, that yeah, John, I've had to do those too. Not the same tests, but like the one for diabetes and stuff. And yeah, they are not fun. I think it shows I like to eat. I think it also shows that I don't skip too many meals. And you know what one of the worst parts about moving is when you forget that you needed something and you go ahead and you pack it up, and then, well, you have to end up going and buying it because you don't remember what box you put it in, and it's long gone now. You're not going to see it for a month or two. I did that today. I was looking for my drill, and apparently I packed it. I didn't pack the extension cord, but I packed the drill itself. So I had to go out and get one. So. And Greg says, after I complete school, I'm going to move to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's cool. I actually know a guy, or did know a guy. I don't know if he's still there. Lived in that area. I'm trying to remember his first name. Last name was Howie. God, I can't remember his first name. And I just remember it being Howie because I used to joke with him, because this is 25 years ago that I knew him. I used to joke around and call him Doogie Howser, because his name was Howie. But yeah, God, I can't remember that first name. So there's a total of 5 bags on this guy. I think we're building the very top of his head. That's what it looks like to me. And yes, I do have the show this weekend in Denver. And as stated earlier, I'm not displaying anything because I don't have time to do it, and plus all my stuff's packed anyway, so I don't really have anything to display. But I'm gonna fix that, and when I move into the new home, I'm gonna come up with a plan on what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's see. Okay, so this way. Okay. Howie Mandel. Yeah, he's from Canada, eh? Yeah, definitely not my friend. My friend was not as cool as Howie Mandel. And Deal or No Deal. I used to watch that. I used to love that. I don't even know if that still runs anymore. Okay, so I've got. Sorry, just talking to myself for a moment because I don't want to mess this up. All right. And yes, I'm still watching True Crime Daily kind of shows. Watching a couple of those this afternoon, evening. Okay, so all right, back to the helmet here. Just because the ones that I was watching was kind of, not kind of, it was really nutty what things that happened to him. I'm not going to get into those stories. I did watch called I Survived, and it's a show of people who have survived horrific things. And one of the ones I watched today was these 4 friends were out on a boat, and unfortunately it was nighttime and they couldn't see, and their boat hit a tanker, a huge oil tanker thing, and of course the tanker's not going to feel a darn thing hitting something that small, a little boat. So it hit their boat, it made it sink, and they were out in the dark, and their flares didn't work, but they eventually got picked up by Border Patrol because they were pretty close to the U.S. border, and that's how they ended up surviving. But interesting story nonetheless, and I do like those kind of stories. And I'm bringing Airwolf. All right. You binge watching it? You know, my daughter likes that show Bridgerton, I think it's called. And they just came out with the 2nd season, and it's all the rave among the women in my family. And I don't mean that as a sexist comment, I just mean that because that's the way it is. You know, I have tried to watch that show. I could not get past the first episode. Not the first season, just the first episode. And I just, for some reason, don't like it, and I'm sorry. I did like Vikings. I watched that one on Netflix. Or was it Valhalla? But anyway, it was about the Vikings. Okay. We've got a few extra pieces here, so I think I messed something up, and I think I already found it. I did. It's right here and here. Okay. So this is bag 1 and 2. They do have short little heads. I bought 115 of the battle packs for these guys, which means 115 times 3, 345 of these minifigures I'm putting together right now. And so, yeah. And John says, yeah, they're fast watches. Yeah, aren't those 30-minute episodes with commercials, if I remember right? Airwolf. That's been a long time since I've seen that. The Knight Rider used to be one of my favorites too, that came out about the same time as that show, Airwolf. And I can't remember at what time period the A-Team came out, but that was around that same period with all that. I used to watch that too. So anyway, yeah. Take me down memory lane there, John. And I can't find the other one of these. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's get going here. Oh, 45 minutes. Okay, alright. Yeah, still though, it wouldn't take very long to get through a couple of those. And Magnum PI, I used to watch that one too, and MacGyver. That's going way back. I already mentioned Doogie Howser, MD. I used to watch that one too. What was that one? And I'm not trying to be insensitive here. What was that show with the Down syndrome kid, Corky? God, I can't remember the name of it. And no, like I said, that's not meant to be an insult against Down syndrome people. There was a Down syndrome actor. I used to watch that show, but it's been so long I don't remember. Then there was Growing Pains. Who's the Boss? They were actually an hour, with the commercials, yeah, they would be. Isn't that amazing though? A third of it, or a quarter of it, I'm sorry, was commercials. So it's an hour-long thing, but you used to, that's pretty amazing. All right, so let's grab the right pieces here. Always helps, doesn't it? And no commercials. Every time the fanfare music came on for Airwolf, I got excited for some kick acting. Yeah, I know what you mean, John. I used to really enjoy that too. And I remember back in the day when they used to have cartoons, GoBots and Transformers. I used to watch both of them, but GoBots just kind of fell out of they fell out of favor pretty fast. They weren't around that long. I think they were first before Transformers, but Transformers just kind of had a better storyline, I guess. I don't know. That's how it went down. ER. Yeah, I don't think that's the one with the Down syndrome kid. I know the theme song was the. I'm not gonna sing, but I could hear the theme song in my head. Yeah. Okay. Got that right. Talking about the bills. I wish I remember. Maybe Jenny remembers if she's still here. But speaking of ER, Jenny used to watch that one, and she used to watch Grey's Anatomy with Dr. McDreamy. I think it was The Good Doctor. I don't remember. You know what? It's gonna bother me until I look it up. So I'll find it after this live stream, and then I'll have a laugh that I couldn't remember what it was. And if I remember, I'll tell you guys on the next live stream what it was. But I do have Luke's helmet that I can do a live stream. I am going to be gone this weekend to Denver, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream this weekend at all. I'm driving there, and it's an 8.5-hour drive. Yes, I'm a glutton for punishment. No, I'm not. Even with gas prices being what they are, guys and gals, I've done the math, and my truck is pretty fuel efficient, and it's going to cost me about $249 in gas, when a plane ticket is $800. And I'm not going that far. I'm just going from Salt Lake City to Denver. You wouldn't think it'd be that much, but it is. So I'm not paying $800, not when it's only $249 to drive. So, and I did get the oil change today on my truck in anticipation of that drive. Not only that, I like the drive there. It's very beautiful. It's very mountainous, and then all of a sudden when you get to Denver, it just kind of levels off. But it's a very beautiful drive when it comes to that. Okay. The Mile High City. But I've got plenty of sets to do more videos with, and I do hope to get the Back to the Future set. I'm gonna be in Denver, and they've got a Lego store there, so I'm gonna see if I can pick it up, but no guarantees because I can't be there during the day when the store is open. On Friday I can't be there. I'd like to. You should get an EV, electric vehicle. Yeah, well, not a bad idea, but to be honest with you, man, I've spent so much money on this dang move, I ain't got nothing left. I'm not broke too often, but right now I'm broke as a joke. Moving will do that to you. It'll get you broke. It'll keep you broke too. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Just snapped off a piece. Let me put that back. Okay, so I gotta do 2 of these that I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what my club has put together. My Lego used my lug, what they put together for display this time, because like I said, I'm not contributing to it. I'm just kind of helping them out. One of our guys, he likes the Pacific Big Boy, the Union Pacific Big Boy train, and he's got an 8 studs wide, which a lot of the trains are only 6, and it has quite the turn radius. All right, so what do we got here? So right here we'll have bags 1, 2, and 3 done, and as you can see, I'm kind of getting it there. Let's open open bag 4. And 60K, yeah, they are expensive. However, I do like the Teslas. A friend of mine in Wyoming bought a Tesla, and yeah, he absolutely has raving things to say about it. And hope I got a good mortgage rate. Yes, actually, John, I did. I was watching the news very carefully, and I locked in my rate before it got too ridiculous. So, yes, I do have a decent rate on the house, and because it's a lock, it cannot go up. So, no, I'm very pleased with that, John. I was kind of worried about that with this house. I hope my buyer locked in his rate at a good rate, because from what I understand, rates are almost at 5. Which, my rate here, I don't mind telling you, because it's not going to be my rate anymore, but my rate here at this house was 2 1/4. So, paying 5 would be over double what I paid for this. So anyway, I hope that's not the situation that he's in, because that would stink. All right, so if I do this, and Greg warned that the last bag is a little bit tricky, and I'm almost at the last bag, and John says, I'm very lucky I don't have a mortgage. That's awesome, John. That is absolutely awesome. Not too many people can say that. I do have a mortgage, but that's all I have. I don't have a credit card balance, and I don't have a credit card balance, and I don't have a car payment, nothing. So okay, this right here does not want to stay together. Did I do this wrong? I gotta look at this. Yeah, I did do it wrong. Okay. And John said he was going to mention 5%. Yeah, it's pretty ugly out there, these mortgage rates, and I don't recommend it. And in fact, that's a lot of the reasons why I think the housing market's going to slow down. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know, but I can't imagine that people are going to be able to keep buying if interest rates keep going up. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Well, I am kind of surprised though, because in the area that I live in, you would think that with interest rates going up, prices would be going down on homes if they continue to go up. So I don't know, but eventually it's going to have to fall out. All right, so let's pay attention to this here, and I do got to pay attention a little more closely, because like Greg said, this becomes tricky, and it is becoming tricky. And John says, I still have a huge deductible and a credit card. Oh yeah, on your health insurance. I don't know, can't even think right now. And yeah, this is getting to be a lot of little detail on this one. I like it. It also makes it a little harder to build, but nothing wrong with a difficult build, is there? I always thought they were funner. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the comedian Jimmy Carr. I think that's his name. He's a British guy. Some of his jokes are a little beyond what I like, but other than that, he does have some great jokes. And I was watching a little bit of him today too. Okay, so up here. Yep. Okay, now we gotta basically do the same thing to the other side, it looks like. But I always like how he sets you up. He'll say something that you agree with, and then totally flip it, and it makes it extremely hilarious. Sometimes I do see it coming with his jokes, and sometimes I have no idea that he's going to flip it and how he's going to flip it. Sometimes I just know he's going to, I just don't know how, and it's pretty good. It keeps you guessing. And John Panette, who is dead, he's one of my other favorite comedians. He's the guy that makes fun of his weight because he was like 500 pounds or something. He actually tragically died too young. He was only in his 40s. And I was actually rooting for him because he had lost over 100 pounds in a year before he passed away. So I thought he was doing pretty good, but just being the larger size that he was for so long, he ended up just having problems, and it killed him. But he's the guy who says he doesn't do ups and all that. And let's see. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I skipped a page. Whoa, can't do that. And John says, but no mortgage and no car payment, so I can devote everything to the deductible. It sucks, but I'll deal with it. Yeah. I mean, not trying to minimize your problems, John. Could be a whole lot worse. I'm very grateful, and I hope it shows that I'm very grateful for the blessings that I have. Because I often think to myself, it could be a whole lot worse, and it really could be. So I will take what I can get and try to make the best of what I get in life. And yeah, if interest rates ever go back down, like where they were here, I will definitely refinance. Hell no, it's almost like a game. Well, yeah, I can see that, John. Life is a game. There's only one life to it, though. You don't get multiple lives, and I once saw a T-shirt that made me laugh. It said, "Video games ruined my life. It's a good thing I have 3 more." Anyway, let that sink in for a second. All right. Well, we're towards the end of bag 4, and then there's just one more bag after this one. Been listening to Barry White. Nothing wrong with that. You like that older stuff like that? And John says, very challenging and gratifying when I achieve and succeed at it. And I agree, John. That's the stuff of life right there. Is having to deal with stuff and getting through it and becoming a stronger and better person. And the next time that challenge rolls around, you're better for it. Definitely. Not that I really want to get philosophical on this channel right at this moment, but it is true. Yeah, my last day of having my Bricklink store open on this side is going to be April 17th. And then after April 17th, I'm gonna have I'm gonna close my store down. So let me go ahead and do this here. Got a little bit of sticker action going. Well, Barry White's better than Barry Manilow. I'm just kidding. And actually, that's one of my favorite lines from Weird Al's song. Achy Breaky Song instead of Achy Breaky Heart. He does that spoof of that. And he says it's better than some Barry Manilow. So anyway. Sorry, I get a little quiet on these stickers. Because I don't want to mess them up. Because you only get one shot. That one doesn't want to stay on. No, it doesn't. I applied it correctly, but it doesn't want to stick. Darn it, stick, you sticker. Yeah, it's not sticking. That's great. Thanks, Lego. And, oh, I'm only closing the store down to move, John. It'll, as soon as I can, I'll pick it back up. Okay, so let's see something here. This here goes here, and then that is pretty darn cool, man. Kind of looks like Darth Vader a little bit. Although I know I'm going to catch some heck from some real Star Wars fans on that one. It kind of does to me. And Greg says he's thinking about doing a Weird Al concert in Houston. You know, I would love to do a Weird Al concert. Weird Al is just, well, he's weird. No, he's actually funny, and a lot of his songs are better than the original, actually. His song Word Crimes, I can't remember what the original is titled, but that is better than the original. Oh, then his song I'm So Handy is better than the fancy song, the original. I didn't know he was still on tour, but he's like in his 60s now. And I remember when he was younger. He came out with his first song, My Baloney, when he was in high school. Yeah, now that looks really cool. I love that. Well, let's head to the last bag, guys. Weird Al. I wonder if Mrs. Chip would go with me to a Weird Al concert. I don't really know. We've gone to Boondocks together, and to to a concert there. We played Little Big Town, as well as some other ones, but. Alright, so let's. And I've been to a Bobby Brown concert way back in the day. And I'm talking way back in the day. I was in high school. And Lafayette, okay. So he's playing in 2 places. And Mrs. Chip said she would go. I am surprised. I'm mostly surprised because if it's fun, Mrs. Chip doesn't ever want to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. If I find it fun, I meant. Yeah, I gotta give her a little bit of grief. This is actually, I'm really liking this last bit. Except for when I do that. What? That's not true. Well, I mean, I've heard a rumor that you don't like Dr. Pepper and pineapple together for some reason. I don't really know. What's the story behind that? I don't even know if there is a story behind that. It's just something I heard, you know. So this is coming together, and so in June I'm going to North Carolina. It will be my son's high school graduation, and he is my youngest. So I like that look. That is really cool. So in I want to go to Paradise City, where the grass is green when the girls are pretty. No, I know there's a real Paradise City. I'm just joking with you. That is a good song, though. Yeah, my son is having his graduation, and I will be there, of course. Wouldn't miss it for the world. And that also means I get an opportunity to see my granddaughter. Both of them, actually. Okay. Oh, let's see. Huh. Wonder why I didn't have trouble on that side, but I am on this one. Is this what you were talking about, Greg, being a little tricky? Because it, wow, why is it doing that? Okay, I see why. Okay, fixed. I don't remember ruining anything. I've got some accusations flying here now. You ruined my Dr. Pepper drink by pouring pineapple juice into it, thinking it was funny. I don't recall this. That's not how I remember it. Of course, that's how I remember it. Because yes, I did. She's right. She's like, I can laugh about it now, but I was so mad then. Yeah, she was pretty upset with me. Alright, so we are almost done here. And in my opinion, this is looking really great. This is a great set, great everything about it. Alright, let's pour that on there. And looks like we got one last little flat thing to build, and then looks like we can call this a night on this one, guys. Maybe. And yeah, this one's running a little over an hour. Alright, we've snapped on the last piece to the set, and here you go, the Dark Trooper helmet. I really do like this. I do think the stickers add a really nice touch to it. I love the different texture, how it's not just flat. They really did texture this out to make it match the helmet. I do like it a lot. It is a little wobbly here, but anyway. Cool set. I will do a full review on it, guys. And tomorrow, Red 5 at 6. And oh, she got a little sister. Yes, she did. She did. She's about a month old now. So yeah, I've got 2 little granddaughters now. Cute as can be. Got some great pictures of them too. All right, guys. I appreciate you viewing. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there. And like Greg said, tomorrow at 6 will be Red 5 helmet. All right, guys. Have a good one.